morning everybody, happy Wednesday. How are we all? I've just popped you up in the kitchen cupboard whilst I'm going to busy around the kitchen making scrambled eggs. Sienna has been asking for scrambled eggs and avocado since, well, all day yesterday. She was banging on about wanting avocado and scrambled eggs. So I said, we don't have any avocados, Sienna, but I will buy some when we go to the shop and I'll make you it for breakfast. So that's what I'm just doing. I say breakfast, obviously wanting to be honest and transparent with you guys. It's currently 9:45. 9:45 in the morning, and I'm only just making breakfast for the girls. I mean, home ed life, this is what it's, is this what it's supposed to look like? Because if it is, I like it. Everyone is still chilled at the moment. The girls are laying in bed playing Roblox. Obviously we haven't started any home ed today yet. And let me tell you why. I'm bloody ill again. I feel like I have had the world's worst year when it comes to viruses. I picked everything up, every single thing, and I would love to know why. I honestly, I've no clue. My diet hasn't changed, evidently, and that's probably not a good thing. My diet hasn't changed. Nothing's different. I've just picked up every single illness going. It has just been a constant. But I went camping with my friend Jen back around the beginning of August, I think it was. And I picked up like a chesty cough. I'm sure I've probably already mentioned it. Of course I've mentioned it. I tell you everything. We just find a pan that's not the size of that. Let's try and find one that's slightly smaller. I wonder if my best bet is actually going to be the dishwasher. Oh, yes, yay. The dishwasher that nobody turned on last night. Okay, we'll go for the big pan. Oh, that one's slightly smaller. Yeah, I went camping, picked up this cough like in my chest, and it wasn't like having a sore throat. I just had this constant like feeling like a rattle. I needed to I even went round to my mum's. My mum got her stethoscope and her blooming thing that you put on your finger and thermometer, and she was like, yeah, you're fine, like your lungs and chest and everything is clear, you've just got this cough. And then it just lingered and lingered for weeks, and now I feel like death warmed up, and I sound, when I start coughing, like I smoke 40 a day. But hey ho, where's the butter? Oh, there it is. I come in the kitchen every morning after the rest of the family have been in and got themselves ready for college and work, and it looks like a bomb has been dropped every single morning. And this morning is particularly bad. But everyone else is out doing their thing. I've got a feeling that Jamie is still loitering around somewhere. I think I've heard him go to the toilet. I haven't heard him leave for work. I don't think he starts till later. But Reese is enjoying his new job. He started his new job a week and a bit ago. Yeah, just over a week ago. And so far, so good. He's working a typical 9 to 5 job, Monday to Friday. I'm like, you don't know how lucky you are, because those sorts of jobs, as we all know, are few and far between. I always, you know, Kev is quite lucky. He's got quite a good work schedule with quite a nice work-home life balance. Yeah, he doesn't get every weekend off, but he does get those weekdays off, which when you've got a lot of children, used to be really nice because we'd have like days just the two of us. But now, obviously, that's not going to happen anymore. But it is still nice that I will have someone to share the home ed with. And also, he really likes it because he gets to be involved in the home ed. So on a Monday, like this Monday just gone, Sienna's birthday, I had work, and he took the girls to the home ed group, and he loves that sort of thing. I mean, back years ago when Summer was not even at school age, I used to work. We had a complete flip. I worked and he stayed at home, and he used to love toddler groups. He'd go to every toddler group available he would go to. He loved it. So he's got quite a good balance really with his job, apart from the next 2 weeks where I think he's off this Friday and then he's in for like, I think it's like nearly a 2-week stretch because he's covering holiday. So it's all on me. Clearly, 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm not proving that I'm cut out for this. But it's all good, it's all good. Best thing about home ed is it can be done in a shorter space of time. We don't have to be doing schoolwork for 6 hours. We can get it all done in like an hour to 2 hours. So yesterday we did, what did we do? The digestive system. And today I think we'll do a bit more of that sort of thing, a bit more science. The usual reading and maths. I'm going to try and get Felicity doing some reading comprehension and some writing. And maybe just pick another subject. I couldn't buy any bread yesterday in Sainsbury's. There was no bread. Well, none of the bread that is, you know, a reasonable price. They had all the expensive bread, but all of the Sainsbury's bread the shelves were bare. So I think we might make bread today. That might be our little cooking exercise for today. But before I can do any of that, I need to actually get them fed and dressed. So this is breakfast for the 2 little girls that are taking a nice slow approach to life at the moment. Felicity just wanted a plain bagel with some butter. And Sienna also had me buy brown sauce. Now, we all know, if you watch the grocery hauls, that I am a brown sauce snob. But yesterday they only had the massive bottles of HP and they were very, very expensive. So we went for the Sainsbury's ones. Hopefully she'll like that. Also, if you haven't tried this, I think I've talked about this before, the avocado topping. This is actually delicious to die for. It's like all different types of seasonings and salts. And it lasts ages because it's massive. And Sienna likes that as well. So yeah, this is her little bougie breakfast. I'm gonna get her to come downstairs and eat. I am not delivering this breakfast in bed style. They can come downstairs and have their breakfast.
Let's get some sun, baby. It's time to go. All we need to put on is the radio. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, oh, oh. No, we run the show. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine, shine a little tonight. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Ain't no limit while we go
So I'm just halfway through straightening my hair and the post has just come. So not everybody watches the grocery hauls. So you might not know that Kev lost his phone when we were in Chesington and we looked for it and we thought that he'd lost it on the Vampire roller coaster and therefore it would be like long gone. We'd never ever find it ever again. But the lady in the customer services said to go onto Chesington's website and you can log your lost property. And if they get a match, then they'll contact us. So we logged it and it had like Kev's gym card in the back of it and a list of numbers that he uses for work, like order numbers. So when we got an email saying we found a match to your phone, we knew that it was definitely his phone because they wouldn't have contacted us unless obviously this phone had the gym card and such in the back of it. And it's just arrived. It's just come through the letterbox. The postman actually shoved it through the letterbox, so it's just hit the tiled floor. And I'm going to open it and see, did he lose it on the Vampire ride and this is now going to be smashed? Or was it in fact left somewhere? Because he wasn't sure if he'd like left it. And then it's just taken a couple of days to get handed in and obviously then get to us. This is great, isn't it? Look, oh my Lord. So yeah, let's open it up and find out, is this broken? He now has a new phone because he's taken out another contract. This only has 3 months left on the contract. So we're just taking a bit of a financial hit for 3 months, paying for 2 phones. But we didn't think that we had no hope that this phone was going to get found. It's perfect. absolutely perfect. It must have not fallen out on the ride. It must have been handed in. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. How annoying. However, the camera, as you well know, is absolutely rubbish. I don't know if it's the camera or something wrong in the settings, but Kev played around with it and tried to fix the problem. But whenever Kev sent any videos over to my phone for like the vlog, his lips would be out of sync. But if he watched it on his own phone, it was fine. So it was, I think it was something that happened in like the transfer process, which meant that Kev was never able to like actively do parts of the vlog for himself, which he missed doing. So it is good that he does have a new phone. And now we have a spare phone, which, to be fair, we will probably just end up passing down to Riley because his phone is smashed. But yeah, the missing phone turned up. Wasn't dropped on the vampire ride, evidently, because if it was, we'd have probably never found it and it would have been smashed to pieces. But he will be glad that it's back and it's in one piece, because the only thing he was sad about, and he was so sad, is that all of his photos and videos. So Kev doesn't take a lot of pictures. I don't think you could name me a man that does. But when he does take a picture, it's like a meaningful picture, and it's always like, you know, it's always got a meaning. It's a nice photo, rather than me who's got like 17 pictures of Sienna eating her scrambled eggs in the morning. So he'll be glad he's got his pictures back, because I was saying to him on the car journey on the way home, like, we'll go on my old phone and log into your Google account and your photos should all be backed up. And then when we did that, backup was switched off, so he's never had anything being backed up. So this is an absolute miracle, and he will be so pleased when I ring him up now and tell him that his phone is in one piece and he hasn't lost all of his pictures. I say that it's in one piece, it's not currently charged, so I've no idea whether there's any water damage, but it certainly doesn't look that way, because everything is, his order number piece of paper is still dry, it's all dry, and his gym card's all good. So I think he left it on the table by the Jumanji ride. I reckon he got up and walked away without it. What a relief he hasn't lost all his pictures. Not so much the financial hit of paying for an extra contract for the next 3 months. So I went to print out some worksheets for the girls and realised that we've run out of printer ink. So we're going to pop over to Asda, get some printer ink, and also some strong bread flour and a loaf of bread, because I don't have a good track record for baking at all. So I think probably a wise idea to have backup loaf of bread, but we will give making bread a go today. Also, it's not raining for the first time in what feels like forever, so I've just put a load of towels out to dry on the washing line. Did you just say mummy?
Yeah.
What's up?
They got no pink ones.
Oh, it'll be fine. Sienna fell off the climbing frame on her birthday and has like gashed all the top of her hand, but it's fine, it's going to be absolutely fine. I know, it will sting a little bit, but it is getting better. Right, have I got it right? First try? What do you reckon, Lissy?
Yeah.
Oh, there's ink on it. I've never managed to do it right first time. Daddy will be impressed. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Dressed to impress.
Daddy will be dressed to impress. I'm not sure about that. He'll be impressed that Mummy's managed to do the printer all on my own. Independent lady. We're back from the supermarket and I've already put the ink to good use. I've decided to start Sienna with spellings right at the very beginning and see how she gets along, so I can pinpoint any bits she's struggling with. And then for Felicity, I've got year 3 and 4 spellings.
But I'm year 4.
She is a year 4, but I've got the year 3 and 4, and again we can gauge whereabouts she's at with her spelling. And then for science, Felicity's learning about the digestive system, so I've printed her out this information sheet, and then she's got to fill in the flow chart, and then she loves a word search, so I've printed her out a word search as well. So they're both going to do spellings, and Felicity is going to do the digestive system, and Sienna is going to do some of her 2 times table in her times table workbook. And yeah, it's already 10 to 2, so we need to get a move on if we're going to get all of this done before everyone else starts arriving home from school, college and work. hasn't happened as of yet because I got all of the ingredients out, the flour, everything ready. All I needed was the sieve. So I'm turning the house upside down looking for the sieve. Then I messaged Kev saying, do you know where the sieve is? He's like, yeah, you used it to sieve grass out of the hot tub. And I don't know where it went after that. So we're not making bread. We're going for a walk around the park instead. Well done. So current situation, this is the sky this side of the park, and over this side currently looks like this. So we're going to head home, aren't we? Before we get absolutely drenched. Yes, we are, because otherwise we're going to get trapped in the rain and get absolutely soaked. I'm stood here feeling really chilly, and they've stripped off their jumpers because apparently it's boiling. It definitely isn't boiling. So I ran in the house in the nick of time, just as the heavens opened. The girls ran in the house, grabbed umbrellas and ran out in the garden. And all I can hear is them squealing with excitement as they're stood outside in the pouring down rain. And that rain is bouncing. Our neighbour's got a van, a transit van, and you can see the water just bouncing off the roof of the transit van. But they've gone outside. They're more than happy. Stood out there in the pouring down rain. I'm hoping that them whizzing around on their bikes for a little bit would have tired them out somewhat and they'll actually go to sleep tonight. Because I will say that's one thing, is that with them being at home and not at school, they are not getting as tired as they used to. So I'm noticing at bedtimes they're still raring and ready to go, and I'm absolutely shattered. But I'm just peeling some potatoes for dinner. I'm just going to do sausage, mashed potato and baked beans. That's me dropping potato peel on the floor. Yeah, just a simple sausage mash and beans tonight. Next week, Friday, I'm going to go and do a food shop. It's going to be a big one. We need, it's also payday on Friday, so my food budget for the month is fully refreshed. So there will be a big grocery haul happening, and then I'd like to get into the habit of doing a weekly meals of the week. I know I've said I'll do them before and I failed, and I just always forget because that time of day is the busy time of day. But I'm going to endeavour to do a meals of the week video, a grocery haul video and a midweek video and a weekend video. So I'm going to try, need to see the whole potato at the floor. I'm going to try and do minimum of 4 videos a week as I try and settle into this home education lifestyle. I'm noticing so far I just don't have any time to do housework, and that's a bit of an issue. It's a bit of a biggie. Like this morning I've cleaned the kitchen. I put that load of towels on the washing line. They're still on the washing line, and that is it. Nothing else has been done. So it's going to be tricky to try. I mean, I guess with Kev for having some weekdays off, although he hasn't for the next couple of weeks, when he's got a day off, I'll be able to get on and do some of the things that I haven't managed to get done whilst he's been at work and I've been doing all of the home ed. But I'm sure in time we'll all get in the swing of things and it'll all work out. But right now it's all, preparation is key, and I've not been great at the preparation thing, especially today. I should have bought ink. I shouldn't have let it run out, so I wouldn't have had to go out and buy ink. I should have realised I didn't have a sieve to do the bread, and I definitely need to make sure I do my shower hair routine of an evening so I don't have to do it in the morning because it takes up a chunk of the day. But other than that, today's gone okay. Felicity did a lovely bit of work on the digestive system. I don't know where it is. I printed out, so I'm going to try and cover, with subjects like science, geography, history, those sorts of things. I'm going to try and cover one topic but make the activities work for both of the girls. So for Sienna, obviously, learning about the digestive system is something you usually do a little bit further, into Key Stage 2, whereas she's still Key Stage 1. But I did find on Twinkle a few little resources for younger ones, and one of them was this. So you get I cut them out, pictures of the different parts of your digestive system, and then them written down, and I got her to match the word to the picture and then put them in order of how your food goes down through your digestive system. And then Felicity, I had that sheet, and with that she did, I'm going to be really annoyed if I can't find it because it was really good. Yeah, but here we go. She wrote her own flowchart of what happens with your digestive system. So when I eat my food, my saliva makes it into squishy bits, and then I swallow it and it goes down my esophagus. It goes down in 7 seconds. They learned that through watching Operation Ouch. Operation Ouch is brilliant. So yesterday, when we first started looking at the body book, the Osborne book, I then put on Operation Ouch and found a episode about the digestive system. So they watched that, which was brilliant because then they learned things from that programme that weren't on that sheet. And then she just did her flowchart. They've both done spellings. They had a bit of a spelling competition. I used some of Sienna's spellings and some of Felicity's spellings. So obviously Felicity's ones were too tricky for Sienna, but she gave them a go. And Sienna's ones were ones that Felicity would have covered a long time ago, but will often make mistakes with. So I just muddled, I did 5 of Felicity's and 5 of Sienna's, and I did an individual spelling test for each of them as well. So I individually did them 10 of their own spellings, and then I muddled them up and did 5 of each and did a spelling competition, and Felicity won by 1 point. So she got 6 out of 10, and she actually did get a couple of Sienna's wrong, which obviously she would have covered a long time ago. So Felicity just walked in and said, "Mum, you do realise your phone isn't even recording?" And it had stopped. It had run out of storage and stopped. But yeah, they both did the spellings. Felicity won by 1 point. So she got a sticker, and Sienna did some 2 times table in her workbook, and we're supposed to be making bread, which I don't know if that's going to get done today. That's probably going to end up being done tomorrow because it's on to tea time now. It's the dinner time part of the day.
107. Oh my god, how much do you need? 300. That might be enough.
Nope, that's only 400. Mom, we still need 100. Look at all of this we've mixed. That's like a whole 20 grams.
Whoops.
So you know how I said I was going to buy a loaf of bread because I don't trust myself to actually get the bread right? Well, Kev brought home a sieve from work so they could still do their bread making, and he also brought home a loaf of bread because he has that much faith in me and the girls being able to make bread. So now we have 2 loaves of white bread, potentially going to have 3 loaves if this goes well. But as you just saw, Felicity, Sienna kept knocking the flour out of the sieve, and Felicity was just scooping it up into her hands and putting it back in the bowl. So you know, we're all friends here, but Kev's just overseeing the bread making, and yeah, I don't think it's going to work. Don't think it's going to work out.
Hold your spoon over the well. Straight, hold it straight. Pour it. Pour it. Pass the spoon to Felicity.
Whoa, wait. One second.
Felicity, you just need to make a well in the middle, darling. Hold the spoon over the well then. Hold the spoon over the well. You want this to go into the well. Straight. No, hold it up straight. No.
I was holding it straight. It didn't go in the well.
Do it gently. You've got to mix all of it in until it forms a nice dough.
I love dough. Can you make pizza? Can you make bread pizza?
So current situation is Sienna's looks like this.
And then mine looks delicious.
Felicity's looks like
And
this.
I can't.
How did you even manage that?
She's going to make some tasty bread.
I'm on a no carbs.
Let's call it hand bread.
Hand bread. Sienna's hand bread. Mmm, delicious.
Go and wash your hands.
Okay, boss. I'm gonna walk up.
But Felicity's is going okay.
Interesting.
So odds on whether I'm going to get home from my dog walk without getting absolutely drenched. I'm walking away from it right now. It's that way. I'm going this way. Fingers crossed I make it home before it absolutely tips it down again. The weather today is totally wild. Come on, Charlie.
Right. Sit down then, girlies.
That's a really top.
No, sit on the bench because I need to help. Why is it really soft? That means it's risen really well.
Mine's really,
So,
really,
just push your bowl to the side, Felicity. Other side. You need to have some flour down.
Well, mine.
It won't stick to the table.
Mine.
I know. Some flour down for Sienna.
But it's not flour.
Right, if the oil's done its job, it shouldn't stick too much.
Daddy, I'm just gonna put this on the table here so I don't get it dirty. No, my thingy. Ew!
That's what I'm supposed to do.
That is not bread.
It will be.
I could cook it.
So, can you remember the trick earlier when I put a bit of flour on your hands?
Yeah.
We'll do one at a time, Felicity, because this is going to be...
Yeah, but mine's coming out so easily. Look.
Yeah, just tip the bowl upside down. Right, what you got to do is...
Oh look! Mine came out in one block.
Yeah, you don't want to knead it too much. Right, listen, you got to press it gently. No, you need to do this, look. Just press it gently like this with your fingers.
I feel.
No, just use the heels. Just use the back of your hand like this.
It feels weird playing with our food. 50. Yeah.
Right, you don't want to press it down because you don't want to let the air out of it. So what you need to do is you need to figure out what sort of bread you want. Do you want a French stick?
What?
Do you want a French stick bread?
Look that.
So like a long bread?
No.
Well, what sort of bread do you want?
I want the bread what we get from the shop.
I can't... Oh, okay. Right, let's...
I milled it.
Right, you need to just put it into a loaf shape.
Can I put it into my shape? What I want? It's raining!
Right, you need to hurry up because you've got to get it in the oven. Don't squeeze it like that, let's see. You let all the air out of it. No, you don't want to let the air out of it. Oh no. That's why I said we'll do one at a time. You've got to get the shape it was.
Blitzy!
You've got to knead it. It will rise in the oven, but it might end up going dense now.
Is that okay? Dad. Is that okay?
Whoa, what are you doing there? You're going to end up having flatbreads. Right, yours should go into the tin. Felicity's, I'm not sure what yours is going to do now because you've done that. Right, do you want to press pause on there? Right, so these are the breads, guys. So we're going to get them in the oven quickly.
The answer is no. I haven't managed to get home. I'm probably halfway. Charlie's like, why have you stopped? It's only raining, Mum. What's your problem? Just raining. It's actually, you can't even see it on camera, but it is chucking it down. So I'm just hidden under a tree. Oh, look at this lady walking up this way who's got a nice big raincoat on. She came prepared. I did not. I'm back out of the rain and this is the girls' creations. This is Sienna's ciabatta bread, we've decided, and this is Felicity's we need to do work on this bread.
Well, it would have been alright if she didn't flatten it.
So Sienna's verdict on her bread was it was disgusting, but Felicity says hers is okay. So I'm just putting a bit of butter on hers.
Wait, let me try a bit of Felicity.
You want to try a bit of Felicity's?
Less flour away.
Yeah, Sienna's is a bit on the floury side. That's probably because we had...
So Daddy kept on putting flour on my hand.
Yeah, because it was so sticky. Right, let's try a piece of Felicity then.
I don't know if I would like flitties either.
Right, go on then, have a try.
See, the first bite's flour,
The first bite's flour. Mmm, delicious.
and then the second
Flour
bite's
bread.
butter.
Not the best.
Not the best.
Better than yours?
I like
You like
this bread more.
you like that bread? Should we stick to buying bread then, not making it?
And lemon.
It was a good experiment. The vlog here because these two are going to go upstairs and brush their teeth and get into bed. I've just given them a bath, washed their hair, done all of that stuff. Now they're just going to go upstairs and brush their teeth and into bed. Kev's at the gym, so I'm hoping I can get these two settled in their bed before he gets back. And then that will be like, woohoo, accomplished, accomplished. Because it's now 8 o'clock, so you really do need to be in bed,
What about a
don't you?
tablet?
You're not going on tablets at bedtime. No, no, no. That is something that Daddy often does. Gets them go on their tablets and then wonders why they won't go to sleep at night, like because they're on their tablets, obviously. So yeah, I'm gonna take them up and read them a book. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Like I say, I will try and get a grocery haul out at the end of the week and a weekend vlog over the weekend. So girls, you can say night.
Night, guys.
Stop eating bread. You need to brush your teeth.